So I haven't made a story time in about a minute, and I do apologize if I lost track and I've been forgetting these past week. There's just a lot of things happening, and I got a lot of things to tell you guys in today's story time. So let's get into it. So this story time takes place last Friday. I know what you guys are thinking. Trent, what the heck did you do? And before I start, I just want to say this is not a girlfriend story time. It doesn't involve any type of girlfriend that I'm gonna mention. So yeah. So like I said, this story time takes place last Friday, and I got some things to tell. So let's just get to it. So last Friday, it's like the day of the weekend. Everyone's so excited just to go home and enjoy their weekend. Well, except for me. And here's a problem with that. So I ended up basically almost at the end of the day. I'm at my last class period, and I'm hanging out with my friends, and we're just waiting for the time to kill, and we're doing our work. And I asked my teacher at the time. I said, "Can I use the bathroom?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." I was like, "Okay, thank you." And there I am walking to the bathroom, and I'm in there doing my business. Now, before we get any more farther, I just want to say, you guys know in school, like they have that detectors, like I'm gonna say like kind of smoke detectors. Well, let's just say it involves that. So basically, when I was in the school's bathroom, doing my thing, uh, a sound comes out of the bathroom, and one of the security guards, which we're gonna give him a name. We'll call this guy Trevor. Trevor comes into the bathroom and he tells me, "Hey, I'm not gonna say it, but probably get in trouble, probably get my video demonetized. But the the smoke detectors went off. I'm gonna have to take you up to the office. Who's ever in the bathroom?" So I was like, "Oh, darn it." So I wash my hands, and I flush the toilet, and I come outside. He's like, "Oh, hey Trent." I was like, "Oh, hey Trevor." He's like, "Were you just in the bathroom?" I was like, "Yeah, I was." He's like, "Was there another kid in there?" I was like, "I think so." He's like, "Okay," because I saw him walk out and I pulled him out. And this guy was trying to run from like Trevor still. And it was funny because he kept on running. He's like, "Hey, kid, I'm going to have to take you up to the office. Let's go." So there I am, me and Trevor and this other guy. And Trevor's taking me up to the office. And he basically sat me down. He says, "You're not in trouble. The detectors went off. We just got to see if you have anything on you." And I was like, "Okay." So he eventually for like a little bit, the principal and like a staff member takes me into the office, one of the principal's like rooms, and they talk to me inside. They're like, "All right, so Trent, do you know why we have detectors in the bathroom?" I was like, "Yeah, so you could protect everyone around the school." He's like, "Yeah, and we just want you guys to be careful." And the smoke detectors went off. We just want to make sure that you don't have anything on you. So can you take off your jacket and your hat? I was like, "Sure." So I was eventually wearing a hat. You know, I mean, you guys seen my photos on Instagram. But anyway, I take off my hat. I take off my jacket. They told me to roll up my sleeves, roll up my my pants because I was wearing jeans, and lift up my shirt just a tiny bit. And they found nothing on me. And they said, "Well, since this was the first time this happened to you, we're gonna have to, call a parent or a guardian to let them know that the detectors went off in the boys' bathroom. We found nothing on you. You're good. We just had to search you. You were clear, and yeah, and you should be fine." I was like, "Okay." They're like, "Thank you for cooperating." I was like, "Okay, thank you." They're like, "All right, get a pass and go back to class." I was like, "Okay." So I eventually get a pass, and I'm walking back to my my classroom, and I'm trying not to think about it too much. And you know, I'm just thinking there was two options. I was like, one, I'm gonna have my mom's gonna ask me a bunch of questions about it, or two, uh, everyone else is gonna find out, and they did. They saw me. This one kid that I know, he was in my class. He saw me get have Trevor drag me up to the office, and they were asking me what happened, what happened, what happened. And I told them the full story about what happened, and uh, basically they said, "Was I in any trouble?" I said no. They're like, "Oh, okay." So eventually, at the end of the day, uh, I go home and my mom talks to me, and they're like, "Oh, we just got a call from the school saying that the smoke detectors went off in the school's bathroom, and they had to search you." So I told my parents like the same story that I had. I told them the full thing. Went to the bathroom, go use the thing, was doing my business, and the detector went off, and it realized that I was in there the whole time, and I had nothing on me, so thank God. And basically, uh, I had to go be searched up, and they told me they were gonna call you guys. They're like, "Oh, okay, well, at least you're fine." I was like, "Yeah." So yeah, I feel like that ever since that day, I kept it a little secret. I didn't really want to, you know, automatically head on to YouTube and say this story time. But yeah, more on the story is be careful in using schools bathrooms because there's a lot of things that can happen to you, and it's did not end up good for me. And hopefully, you guys don't be in the same situation that I was in. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the story time. If you guys did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are brand new. Feel free to leave your guys' story times in the comments down below and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you all later. Peace.